That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Roethlisberger will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 64 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they Let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing, and Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they've really settled in as well. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll go again with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Carr to throw on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Possession of the football. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run again with Lynch. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing. Maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. First down, the run with Lynch. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down, Lynch. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Carr to throw. Now he's forced out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now on fourth down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try again with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sport. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Carr gives to Marshawn. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep for Crabtree. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Carr. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll get 23 yards there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Shift together here from the D-line. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Browns Steelers going up against Jones's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun. It's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. Coleman, 66 yards. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. After the interception, here's Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. With it is Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Roethlisberger. It's caught by Bryant. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
And this is caught. They give him a gain of 38. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Watch left. Watch left.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Ryan on second down. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the shotgun, Ryan. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.